The credibility of the tweet claiming that LeBron had inside info on Diddy's arrest is debatable, but it got many fans asking the important questions. The two of them were once very close friends, right? So is LeBron now trying to hide it by unfollowing him? They've been seen partying together, and LeBron even said,
"Oh, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party."
It's a weird thing to say, so when I began doing this video, I never expected what I was going to find that was even deeper and worse than both Diddy and Bron. I have to say, if you love LeBron, you might have to sit this one out. Rumors LeBron knew about Diddy's arrest. On the 18th of September 2024, a rumor started circulating that LeBron James knew about Diddy's arrest before it happened. It was due to a post by a parody Twitter page that said that LeBron had commented, "It's crazy I was bumping into Mo Money Mo Problem earlier today in the car, and I had a weird feeling today was the day the feds will catch Diddy." It might be fake news, but there's a reason it caught the attention that it did, and that was because of LeBron's relationship with Diddy. If you didn't know, Diddy is a big NBA fan, and on multiple occasions has been seen being very friendly with LeBron. Almost exactly 1 year before Diddy's arrest, he came and claimed that LeBron James had the best voice in the NBA. You might be wondering why he'd even need to say that, but it's because of this video that LeBron posted to his Instagram story. It shows him having the time of his life singing along to one of the songs on Diddy's new album, Love, the Off the Grid. If you didn't know, that album is one of the biggest parts of the case against Diddy, as one of the producers claims he was repeatedly sexually assaulted and witness to many crimes that involve some of the most famous names in the world. Since Diddy's name has been dragged through the mud, LeBron has tried to distance himself from him. He even unfollowed him on Instagram, but since it's impossible to hide stuff on the internet, he's finding it quite hard to pretend he and Diddy weren't buddies. Singing along to somebody's song doesn't prove anything, but these two have a long history of friendship. Diddy even called him his brother. That's right. After Diddy saw LeBron rocking to his new tune, he shared the clip and captioned it, "Nah, my brother at King James got the best voice in the NBA. You can't argue that." It's great marketing to have a sports star singing along to your brand new album. It only came out a few days before LeBron posted the clip, and since it was Diddy's first solo album in around 20 years, you can see why he was happy about it. In September 2023, Diddy was likely on top of the world with all the good things going for him, like the new album, but things would come crashing down around him not long after. Pretty much right after its release, LeBron, his so-called brother, was going to completely distance himself from Diddy, and for good reason. Even though LeBron wants nothing to do with him now, he can't hide the fact that they've been friends for years. Back in 2018, Diddy posted a photo of some mysterious black boxes that were said to be presents for his friends. One of them was LeBron James. If you're dying to know what was in the box, don't worry, I'll tell you. It wasn't lube bottles or anything weird like that. It was actually some limited edition key rock that Diddy had sent to a few of his closest famous friends like Cardi B, Drake, and Michelle Obama, as well as his two notorious ex-girlfriends, Jennifer Lopez and Cassie Ventura. Actually, that was in 2018, so he and Cassie would have still been together and would have been around the same time she alleged that he was abusing her. Anyway, Diddy was feeling festive that year and made sure his good friend LeBron didn't miss out on his generous gift. Now let's fast forward to May 2024. Around 7 months after LeBron was seen vibing to Diddy's album and calling it a stone cold vibe, LeBron mysteriously unfollows Diddy, and his fans started a frenzy of speculation as to why. News pages don't miss anything these days, and after an eagle-eyed fan spotted LeBron unfollowing Diddy, the news was broken on Twitter. Fans who saw the post were quick to jump to conclusions and share their thoughts on the situation. Many praised the agency that represented LeBron, which is known as Clutch Sports, and called it damage control. One guy reacted by posting, "Clutch Damage Control Department hard at work," with a blurry video that looks to be from a story or live. In the video, you see what appears to be LeBron James drunkenly dancing and rapping along to a song being played at a party. Diddy also appears in the video. We don't know what the event was, but it looks suspiciously like a Diddy party. So yeah, you can see why his agency would be quick to hide all of LeBron's association with Diddy, especially since at another time, LeBron famously said, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." Diddy rumors have been going around for ages, so why did LeBron wait so long to cut ties with him? The real reason LeBron unfollowed Diddy. To understand exactly why LeBron chose May 2024 to unfollow Diddy, we have to look at the events that happened around that time, and the key one was the leaked video that showed his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura being assaulted. On May 17th, 2024, just 2 days before LeBron unfollowed Diddy, this video was released, which appears to show Diddy beating up a woman in a hotel corridor and then attempting to drag her away. The woman in the video is his ex-longtime girlfriend Cassie Ventura, who he met when he was 37 and she was 19. She was an up-and-coming singer who also signed to Diddy's record label Bad Boy Records. The video of the assault is pretty horrific, so it makes sense that anyone associated with Diddy would want to distance themselves from him after that, but it's a bit suspicious that people only started to care once that video started circulating. Diddy himself came out with this apology video right after the incident in an attempt to justify his actions.
I was up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
The reason it's a bit strange that LeBron unfollowed him only after that video went around, as well as Diddy's apology, is that Cassie's claims that he was assaulting and abusing her came way before that video was released. In other words, they only waited until he was caught red-handed to make a move. Fans of LeBron were quick to shower him with praise for unfollowing Diddy, with one guy saying "Common LeBron W" and another writing, "That's why he's the GOAT." Someone interestingly posted a different sentiment and said, "LeBron is the only celebrity who has had zero scandals. He knows how to dodge any mess." So is LeBron really doing the ethical thing by cutting ties with an alleged abuser, or is there a more sinister reason? Okay, listen, remember we said the Cassie Ventura case isn't new, and she filed a lawsuit against Diddy in November 2023, which he chose to settle. The settlement doesn't prove guilt, but it sure doesn't paint him in a good picture either. Strangely, LeBron waited that long to end his Diddy friendship, since he would have known about the claims for a while up until then. What's more is that not only LeBron and Diddy are close, but there have been pictures going around showing their kids hanging out together. Some even think they're dating. But before we get into that, it'll be a good idea to get the facts straight about the Cassie Ventura situation, which is the reason LeBron unfollowed Diddy in the first place. On November 16th, 2023, Cassie Ventura decided to take Diddy to court over allegations of years of sexual assault and abuse. The lawsuit claims that the abuse started all the way back in 2005, right after they first got together when she was 19. She says that he supplied her with drugs, beat her, and even forced her to have sex with male prostitutes while he filmed it. The lawsuit even mentions that in 2018, he forced his way into her home and raped her. This was towards the end of their relationship and would have been around 2 years after the leaked hotel assault video. What's more, that would have also been the same year that Diddy sent Cassie as well as LeBron those black boxes. In a statement, Cassie said, "After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face abuse, violence, and abuse in their relationships." Remember, this was all made public back in November 2023, 7 months before LeBron unfollowed Diddy on Instagram. Whether LeBron knew about it or not is impossible to say, but one thing for sure is he chose a great time to pretend he didn't know Diddy, because things were only going to get worse for people associated with him. In February 2024, a music producer called Rodney Jones filed his own shocking lawsuit that detailed many accounts of crimes committed by Diddy and claimed he had evidence for many of them. Why this lawsuit is so important? Because he name drops many of the world's most high-profile celebrities as being involved in Diddy's crimes. The lawsuit even alleges that Diddy uses some of his famous friends to soften the impact of his public image when allegations against him are made. That's right, according to Rodney Jones, Diddy outright admitted to using his friendship with big-name people purely to make him appear as a better person. The lawsuit specifically mentions Diddy claiming he leveraged his relationship with T.D. Jakes, a famous bishop, to soften the impact on his public image of Cassie Ventura's allegations. According to Rod, Diddy outright told him how he planned to do this. Bishop T.D. Jakes is another one of Diddy's close friends who has also allegedly been attending his parties. The bishop denied any misconduct at the parties, but it's certainly strange that a religious man would even attend them. While T.D. Jakes is also trying to distance himself from Diddy's parties, LeBron is in a similar predicament since he's outright praised them. Allegations that LeBron attended Diddy parties. In March 2024, this video started going viral.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
As you can see, LeBron James is speaking to Diddy on a live, and it doesn't look good for the image he's trying so hard to protect. His fans, who have known to be extremely loyal to him, didn't take kindly to that video, and the comments were flooded with people bashing LeBron for it. One fan wrote, "Damn, LeBron was a 6'8" bottom," and another replied with this weird video that shows LeBron doing what appears to be a satanic ritual. Many others gave their opinion and were quick to throw LeBron under the bus. The video of LeBron suggesting that he loved Diddy's parties was an old one, but started circulating after Diddy's home got raided in March this year. Although many people are criticizing LeBron online for the video, one notable name who had a few things to say is the boxer Ryan Garcia. In a reply to the tweet that shared the LeBron video, Ryan Garcia said, "Yo, WTF LeBron, you good?" Then, "I don't think LeBron would take part in any of the atrocities that Diddy was involved with." And finally, "But we need to hear your side of the story and have you clarify what this is." Apart from LeBron unfollowing Diddy and pretending he didn't know him, we haven't yet got his side of the story. But the video has got people digging, and all sorts of stuff about Diddy and LeBron's friendship have come up. It's not unusual for famous people to know each other, but these two were super tight, as well as LeBron shouting out Diddy's new album, Diddy sending him gifts, their kids being very friendly, and other stuff. LeBron also loves Diddy's Batman outfit. That's right, he said so himself. In November 2023, around the same time as the Cassie Ventura lawsuit that started the whole Diddy scandal, LeBron posted a story to Instagram where he shouted out Diddy's Batman outfit that he chose to wear for Halloween. Okay, so we know the two were friends, but What people want to know is if LeBron really went to his notorious parties or not. A fierce debate has started on Reddit about whether or not LeBron ever did go to one of those parties, and has put his status as basketball GOAT into question if he did. The thread starts with someone claiming he didn't, but then someone replies with the video of LeBron shouting out the parties that obviously suggests he did. Somebody else tries to direct attention to Michael Jordan and claims he attended the parties. Another writes, "Yeah, he did, and his name will come up in the investigations. He's scared. King James." Someone else shares a video of LeBron and Diddy partying together on a live stream. It was posted during COVID-19 and was apparently from a live stream that aimed to support social workers. In the video, you see both Diddy and LeBron having a virtual party and dance-off. In the video, LeBron is drinking wine, and Diddy is surrounded by his children. The live stream further highlights just how much these two loved each other. And if you think that's a stretch, listen to this.
I want to say, Bron, I know you were spending time with the family. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do that. And I love you, respect you for life. God bless you.
God bless you too. Love y'all, man. Until next time. Yes, sir.
We know that's a virtual party, so it doesn't count. But we've got evidence that LeBron has in fact attended Diddy parties. Another Reddit thread was opened which asked people what NBA players they thought went to Diddy parties. People shared all kinds of names, and one guy wrote, "It's LeBron. He's everything that moves." As of now, there's enough evidence to suggest that LeBron went to these parties, and there's actually a video from 2018 that shows him turning up to one. The event was Diddy's birthday party, and here you see LeBron pulling up. That was in November 2018, just after a Lakers loss to the Raptors that LeBron was playing in. From the rare gift that Diddy sent him just a month before, we know the two were very close back then. Comments from the video say what you're all probably thinking. One said, "When Diddy wants to party, you gotta tell him no," and another, "And now we get all of Diddler's buddies claiming they never knew, they had no idea. They all knew." And don't forget this video where we literally see him partying with Diddy. I think it's safe to say he has been to at least one, and by how close they were, probably many more. Going to a party doesn't make you a bad guy, but when people who have been there have claimed to have witnessed outrageous and illegal activity going on, from lacing drinks with to trafficking, you've got to question what LeBron meant when he said ain't no party like a Diddy party. What's more is that not only are LeBron and Diddy close friends, but their children are also forming close bonds with each other. LeBron's sons partying with Diddy's daughters. In October 2023, pictures came out of LeBron's son Bryce and Diddy's daughter at a homecoming dance. After the Sierra Canyon High School homecoming event, Bryce posed alongside Diddy's twin daughters Jessie and Delilah Combs. In the picture, Bryce is on the left, and on the right of the twins is Nicholas Boogie Johnson on the other side. At the time, Diddy's daughters were cheerleaders at the high school. Both Bryce and Diddy's daughters would have been 16 at the time of the high school homecoming dance, and although we can't say for sure that he took them to the dance, we can hazard a guess that it was likely. It looks like they might be as close as their fathers once were. Since then, they've been seen together again, even after the Diddy scandal came out. During their spring break in April this year, they were seen partying together. This would have been after Diddy's home got raided, and the lawsuits from Cassie Ventura as well as Lil Rod, which detailed many of his alleged heinous crimes, came out. We don't know if they're still friends now, since Bryce's dad has cut Diddy off, but at the time, all parties involved seemed unfazed by Diddy's legal situation. Their little spring break pool party took place in Turks and Caicos, and in their since-deleted dance compilation, you also see Boogie Johnson make another appearance. As you can imagine, the spring break party in April and their homecoming in 2023 has sparked rumors and theories that Bryce is dating one of Diddy's twins. People think that Bryce is dating one, and Boogie Johnson is dating the other, as they're frequently seen together. But his mother, Savannah James, LeBron's wife, has cast doubt on the rumors. When speaking about it, she said, "I see what? Bryce. He takes time going on little dates. If LeBron's as good at dodging drama as everyone says, then he'll tell his son to stay clear of those two." Anyway, while the children were out enjoying spring break, Diddy was stressing out. On April 1st, 2024, around the same time as his daughters were partying in the Turks and Caicos, Diddy's home was raided. A picture was posted online that showed Diddy standing outside of his Miami mansion. He looked pretty stressed out and appeared to be having an intense conversation. It was his mansion in LA that was raided first, and shortly after the police showed up at his home in Miami too. The raids came due to him being under investigation for trafficking. Even though his arrest came in September this year, due to a new federal investigation, he's been under fire ever since the Cassie Ventura lawsuit. Although he settled that one, the Rodney Jones case was ongoing at the time, which included enough information for the police to raid his home. As many as 5 civil lawsuits from Diddy's close associates were filed between November 2023 and April 2024, and an FBI agent had this to say: "You can pay off folks in civil lawsuits to make them go away, but that doesn't work in a sound criminal investigation, especially on a federal level when it comes to trafficking allegations. That was in April, so it turns out they were right. Back then, it looked like Diddy's family weren't too concerned about the storm that was brewing, but now he's locked up. That's all changed. The twins' mother, Kim Porter's, died in 2018 of pneumonia. What's strange is that although she split up with Diddy all the way back in 2007, just a year after their twins were born, Diddy posted on Instagram saying that he loved her so much. "I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, baby. I miss you so much." It's understandable he'd want to express his condolences, but then he says, "We were more than best friends. We were more than soulmates. We were some other who knows what he meant by that," but he took the post down shortly after. Now Diddy's in jail. The two twins are staying with their late mother's friend. Reports say her name is Lala, and Delilah and Jesse are staying with her while their father's in jail awaiting trial. They're reportedly in LA while his sons are in New York, near to where Diddy is incarcerated waiting to stand trial. Diddy's sons are Quincy, age 33, Justin, 30, and Christian, 26, and are awaiting legal proceedings related to Diddy's case. Christian is also the child of Diddy's deceased partner, Kim Porter. Kim's friend Lala, who's now looking after the girls, is said to be a caregiver to them over the past few years since her death, although she's not their legal guardian. Diddy's daughters, who are only 17, aren't implicated in any crimes, but his sons are. His middle son, Justin, especially has been named in the Rodney Jones lawsuit as witnessing a shooting as well as soliciting sex workers for the crew around Diddy. It's even said he has participated in the freak-offs. It's expected that he'll have to stand trial along with a long list of other people implicated in the crimes. Diddy's connections with athletes, the NBA, and many high-profile people are well documented, and some of them are specifically named in the lawsuits against him. Diddy's connection with athletes, NBA, and high-profile people. The Rodney Jones lawsuit, which was filed in February 2024, has put a lot of famous names in hot water. It explicitly says that he has proof that athletes are involved in the whole scandal, but as of yet, they haven't been named. However, athletes aside, many famous people have been directly implicated in many of Diddy's crimes. Let's take Stevie J, for example. If you don't know who he is, he's a well-known music producer as well as a TV personality. He's a Grammy Award-winning record producer who's worked with the likes of Mariah Carey, the Notorious Big, and Jay-Z. He even played a part in Diddy's latest Love album. Stevie J has been accused of working with Diddy to try and groom Rodney Jones into having sex with him, and Diddy allegedly claimed that he had sex with Stevie J as well as a famous rapper and R&B artist. The rapper and R&B artist names have been redacted from the lawsuit, meaning they're no longer involved in it, but many believe the two names are Usher and Meek Mill. The reason people have pointed the finger at those two is because the lawsuit also hints at who they were. They claim the rapper is from Philadelphia and dated Nicki Minaj, and the R&B singer played at the Super Bowl and resides or resided in Vegas. People believe they have to be Meek Mill and Usher. Meek Mill's been under fire for a while, and now a new audio clip has been circulating in which you can allegedly hear Diddy having sex with a man people think is Meek. Although he denies it, videos like this don't help his case. In the video, Meek is in a pool being recorded by a man who sounds a lot like Diddy, who calls him daddy and says that he loves him. That only scratches the surface of famous names that are implicated. The lawsuit shares pictures and accuses well-known actor Cuba Gooding Jr. of groping and sexually assaulting Rodney Jones. There are also accusations that the head of Universal Music Group, Lucian Grange, is involved, as well as allegedly visiting Diddy late at night and spending hours in his bedroom. He also hosted and organized parties where drinks were laced and workers attended. Many of the world's most popular pop stars like Drake, Billie Eilish, Kendrick Lamar, and Taylor Swift are signed to his record label. Guilty or not, Diddy's reach spans across many realms and industries, and like we said, that includes sports. Diddy's a massive fan of the NBA and was in the news back in 2012 for attending a slam dunk contest. While at the contest, he let Houston Rockets player Chase Budinger dunk right over him. It looks pretty cool from that clip, but since all the allegations have come out, the situation resurfaced, and people are looking at it from a new angle. You've got to admit that's pretty funny. And in the past, Diddy has even spoken openly about wanting to own an NBA team. That's right, Diddy, who's a huge basketball fan, spoke out in 2003 of wanting to buy the New York Knicks. During the time, Diddy was very invested in the team's performance, and after a rough season for them, wanted to step in and try and make a difference. He said, "I think they need some new blood up in there. I'm not saying let's get rid of the owners. I'm saying put me down, put me in the game, because it's not going down right now." He admits that the owners never answered his calls. Now I bet they're glad they ignored him. Who knows what difference he thought he'd make, but this is a guy who likes to have his fingers in many different pies. Diddy, being a die-hard basketball fan, explains why he and LeBron got on so well, especially as Diddy was frequently seen attending big games. Here you see him with his on and off girlfriend, a singer swinger known as Young Miami, who is also accused of being one of his accomplices, and Rodney Jones claims she allowed her cousin to sexually assault him. Diddy's arrest has shaken things up across the sports, music, and entertainment industries, and it's not only LeBron who's now trying to distance himself from him. World-renowned record label execs have been implicated for a while now, but since Diddy's arrest, reports say they're really freaking out, and we're not talking about one of his parties. An inside source told the news outlet Daily Mail that his arrest has sent shockwaves through the industry, and that big record label owners and execs are making contingency plans to soften the impact of the situation on them and their clients. Diddy's Bad Boy Records, Universal Music Group, and Motown Records are three of the biggest labels in music, and are all implicated in the Rodney Jones lawsuit. Now Diddy's been arrested, more details about their involvement are sure to be revealed. LeBron isn't the only one of Diddy's famous associates who are staying quiet about the whole thing. Justin Bieber and Usher were both signed to Diddy as young teenagers. Usher was allegedly living with Diddy from as young as 13 and has come out to speak about attending his parties. He always dodges the question when asked about what he saw there, but back in 2004 he let some details slip. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Usher said, "Sex is so hot in the industry, man. There was always girls around." He then says, "You'd open a door and see somebody doing it, or several people in a room having an orgy. You never knew what was going to happen." Yep, that sounds like a Diddy party. We also know Justin Bieber spent a lot of time with Diddy as a teenager, and that the two spent nearly 48 hours together for a TV show. In the show, Diddy says, "Like where we hanging out and what we're doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream." It'd be interesting to find out if LeBron, Justin Bieber, and Usher were ever at a Diddy party together. 50 clearly isn't going to let bygones be bygones with Diddy. In fact, in a series of Instagram posts, he has been coming at Diddy back to back, revealing videos that could put Diddy in trouble. See, it ain't news that Fifth has been throwing hints left and right, saying Diddy been playing foul and engaging in suspicious acts all this while.
Fruit pie is a fruit pie. I'm telling you, look, later you gonna find out a little that I be saying, man.
And now, with Diddy really taking the heat from the FBI for sex abuse and misconduct, Diddy's revelations is tinder for the fire, and Diddy could potentially end up in jail. 50 Cent exposes Diddy as a sex trafficker.
He said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding.
The animosity between Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and Sean Diddy Combs isn't a sudden eruption, but rather a smoldering conflict that has been brewing for years. The origins of their discord can be traced back to professional rivalries and personal slights that have festered in the public eye. As moguls in the hip-hop industry, both 50 Cent and Diddy built empires that often competed for the same throne of influence and success. The tension escalated when 50 Cent's ex, Daphne Joy, became entangled in a legal battle with Diddy, further fueling the fire of their feud. The lawsuit, which named Joy in allegations of misconduct, seemed to hit a nerve with 50 Cent, who took to social media to voice his unfiltered thoughts. The situation reached a boiling point when Homeland Security investigations conducted a large-scale raid on Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
The raids were part of a sex trafficking investigation that sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Although Diddy was not arrested and no charges were pressed at the time, the gravity of the situation was not lost on 50 Cent, who saw it as an opportunity to publicly confront his rival. As the news of the raid broke, 50 Cent was quick to react, using his platform to comment on the allegations and the investigation. His response was not just a commentary on the event, but a continuation of a saga that has captivated fans and critics alike. As the news of the Homeland Security raid on Diddy's homes hit the headlines, 50 Cent, known for his unapologetic and often controversial social media presence, wasted no time in making his voice heard. His initial reaction came through a post on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, where he shared screenshots of news reports about the raids with a cryptic message: "Now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case." Not content with just social media jabs, 50 Cent announced that his production company, Green Light Gang, was set to produce a documentary titled Diddy Do It, which promised to delve into the allegations against Combs. He hyped up the project with a post saying, "This is gonna break records when this drop. Green Light Gang, you know the vibes." The intensity of 50 Cent's comments didn't wane as he continued to post about the situation. He shared photos of himself with captions that took direct aim at Daphne Joy, referring to her as a sex worker, a claim she has publicly denied. These posts were not only an attack on Diddy, but also seemed to reignite personal issues between 50 Cent and his ex. As the week progressed, August, 50 Cent's focus remained on the scandal, sharing a clip from the MSNBC show The Readout discussing another alleged incident involving Diddy. He used this as an opportunity to further ridicule the situation with a caption suggesting that refusing Diddy's advances could lead to professional repercussions. Each post by 50 Cent was more than just a comment on the raid. It was a strategic move in a chess game of public perception, with 50 Cent casting himself as the provocateur-in-chief. His relentless approach to the unfolding drama ensured that his perspective on the Diddy raid was clear, unfiltered, and impossible to ignore. In the wake of the Homeland Security raid and 50 Cent's relentless commentary, the camp surrounding Sean Diddy Combs was quick to respond. Diddy's attorney, Aaron Dyer, vehemently criticized the raid, describing it as a gross overuse of military-level force and dismissing it as a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. This strong statement was an attempt to counteract the negative publicity and assert Diddy's stance against the allegations. Amidst this legal turmoil, 50 Cent's remarks on social media played a pivotal role in shaping public perception. His posts, laden with sarcasm and accusations, painted a picture of Diddy that aligned with the most sensational aspects of the allegations. By labeling Daphne Joy as a sex worker and mocking the situation with memes and captions, 50 Cent contributed to a narrative that was as damaging as it was captivating to the public eye. The influence of 50 Cent's commentary cannot be understated. In an era where social media often dictates the court of public opinion, his words carried weight, potentially swaying the thoughts and beliefs of his millions of followers. Whether he intended to seek justice, settle personal scores, or simply stir the pot, the impact was undeniable. 50 is not the only one who has been very laid and vocal about the recent cases against Diddy. Diddy's former employees and artists who he worked with have also come out publicly to call out Diddy for his past actions. One of such people is Gene Deal.
The situation is that, bruh, this was some spiritual that Pop, the spirit of Pop, the spirit of Big, the spirit of Miss Jones, the spirit of Wolf, all the people that he has done wrong, so Black, all the people that he has done wrong, bruh, is coming to light.
In a poignant and emotionally charged interview, Gene Deal, the former bodyguard of Sean Diddy Combs, shared his insights and reactions to recent lawsuits and allegations surrounding the hip-hop mogul. The conversation, which took place on a widely respected platform, began with Deal expressing his thoughts on a lawsuit against Diddy, but quickly shifted focus to a more pressing issue that captured Deal's attention and concern. Deal recounted an encounter with a story that deeply moved him, a claim filed against Diddy by Tiffany Reed.
My man, it touched me crazy, man, because the hurt that I seen in her voice, in her she crying, man, and she worrying about what this dude could do to her and what he has done to her.
Reed, identified as a friend of Cassie and a talented music writer, has accused Diddy of actions that have left her living in fear. Deal described the visible pain and fear in Reed's voice, emphasizing the emotional toll these allegations have taken on her. According to Deal, Reed's distress is not just about the legal battle, but stems from a deeper spiritual conflict. In an impassioned plea, Deal expressed his support for Reed and all individuals who have felt wronged or threatened by Diddy. He conveyed a powerful message of spiritual victory, claiming that the spirits of notable figures such as Biggie Smalls, Notorious Big, Tupac Shakur, Tupac, and others who have allegedly been wronged by Diddy are on their side. For Deal, this battle transcends the physical and financial aspects, touching upon a profound spiritual justice. Deal extended an offer of support to Reed, emphasizing his readiness to assist her in any way possible, highlighting his unwavering courage and determination to stand up against intimidation and fear. He reiterated his stance of not fearing any man, projecting a message of resilience and solidarity. The interview revealed not only the specific allegations made by Tiffany Reed, but also shed light on a broader issue of alleged misconduct and intimidation within the music industry. Deal's statements provide a stirring reminder of the ongoing struggles individuals face when going up against powerful figures in the industry, underscoring the importance of spiritual strength and community support in the face of adversity. In an extension of his eye-opening interview, Gene Deal, a former bodyguard for Sean Diddy Combs, continues to shed light on serious allegations against the music mogul. His detailed account touches on patterns of behavior and tactics allegedly employed by Diddy to manipulate and control individuals within the music industry. Deal shared a recent case where an artist, only a couple of years removed from working with Diddy, filed a lawsuit detailing unsettling experiences. This artist, unlike others who may have waited decades, took swift action against Diddy, aiming to expose what he perceived as injustices and manipulative practices. According to Deal, the lawsuit contains accounts that eerily echo his observations of Diddy's behavior, including attempts to place individuals in compromising sexual situations.
He said that Diddy said he was having sexual relationship with Stevie J. So all I can say is this, man. If two men lay down, how many homos get up?
true.
In my book.
A significant portion of the conversation revolved around a specific instance cited in the lawsuit where a female allegedly attempted to coerce an artist into engaging in sexual acts in Diddy's presence.
And then when he came out the bathroom, she continued to try to do that and try to have wanted him to have in front of Diddy.
This tactic, as Deal explained, seemed to be part of a larger strategy to lower the artist's guard through the involvement of women they may be attracted to or think they like.
You know, that's how they do, man. They try to use a girl that you might like or you may think you might like, or they think you might like her or whatever, to convince you to lay down your guards with them. And he didn't.
Deal further elaborated on past incidents that align with the pattern described in the lawsuit, including attempts to embroil artists in sexual scenarios that could be used for coercion or blackmail. He recalled conversations and situations that hinted at Diddy's broader strategy of leveraging sexual situations to exert control over artists and industry figures. One of the most shocking claims Deal discussed involves allegations from the lawsuit that Diddy's son Justin was implicated in procuring underage girls for parties. Deal speculated on the plausibility of such allegations, noting the allure of the celebrity lifestyle to young individuals and the possibility of them sneaking into parties. The lawsuit also alleges that Diddy promised career advancement, specifically a Grammy Award, in exchange for participating in homosexual acts. Deal expressed disbelief and concern over the level of influence and power Diddy purportedly wields, questioning the mechanisms through which such promises could be made or fulfilled. Another former Diddy associate who has also come out to publicly testify against Diddy and grant interviews talking about Diddy's parties and how he used these parties to control and manipulate other artists in the industry is Mark Curry.
I think he's very capable of doing it. It's in his character. That's who he is. That's what comes with power. That's what comes with arrogance. That's what comes with, you know, what makes him.
Mark Curry, a former Bad Boy Records artist, has recently brought forward a series of claims against Sean Diddy Combs amidst a backdrop of recent lawsuits involving the music mogul. Curry's allegations shed light on what he perceives as systemic issues within Diddy's business practices, particularly focusing on the treatment of artists and financial mismanagement. At the core of Curry's claims is the assertion that Diddy has engaged in exploitative practices against his artists, an issue that has been a recurring theme in the music industry, but one that gains particular prominence given Diddy's stature and influence. Curry alleges that Diddy's Bad Boy Records, once a beacon of success and innovation in the hip-hop world, has been marred by contractual discrepancies, unfair revenue sharing, and a lack of transparency, leaving artists undercompensated and in the dark about their financial rights. Curry specifically highlights the contractual obligations that bind artists to the label, often characterized by long-term commitments with little room for negotiation or exit. These contracts, according to Curry, are structured in a way that heavily favors the label, with artists receiving a minuscule percentage of the profits from their music, tours, and merchandise. This disparity in revenue distribution, Curry argues, contradicts the image of empowerment and success that Diddy has cultivated over the years. Furthermore, Curry delves into the recent lawsuits filed against Diddy, pointing out that these legal battles are symptomatic of a larger systemic problem within Diddy's business empire and Diddy himself. Curry believes Diddy is currently being humbled by these recent lawsuits and allegations.
All of that's happening right now because he's tarnishing his own image. What I think is just it's what I call is a character assassination that's going on right now. So it's just another form to silence a man, to humble a person. You know how sometimes you gotta humble somebody?
He also suggests that these lawsuits are not isolated incidents, but rather part of a pattern of behavior that prioritizes profit over the well-being and career longevity of artists. Curry's narrative is bolstered by accounts from other artists and insiders, painting a picture of an environment where financial success for the label often comes at the expense of the creative and economic freedom of its artists. In detailing his claims, Curry also mentions the lack of support for artists beyond their financial grievances. He touches upon the mental and emotional toll that such exploitative practices can take on artists, many of whom enter the industry with dreams of artistic expression and financial independence. According to Curry, the realization that their careers are being managed in a manner that prioritizes the label's interests over their own can lead to disillusionment and, in some cases, serious mental health issues. The narrative that emerges from Curry's allegations is one of disillusionment with the industry and a call for change. He advocates for more equitable business practices, where artists are treated as partners rather than mere assets, and where their contributions are recognized both creatively and financially. Curry's insights into the legal and financial mechanisms at play within Diddy's empire serve as a cautionary tale for aspiring artists and a call to action for industry reform. While Curry's claims are specific to his experiences and observations within Bad Boy Records, they resonate with broader discussions about artist rights, fair compensation, and the power dynamics at play in the music industry. His allegations against Diddy and the details he has revealed about the inner workings of the label contribute to an ongoing conversation about the need for transparency, fairness, and respect in artist-label relationships. Diddy's home raids and investigations by the FBI. The recent police and FBI raids on homes belonging to Sean Diddy Combs have caught widespread media attention.
Federal agents carried out a parallel search at Diddy's home in Miami.
Law enforcement sources told ABC News they found guns in both locations and seized multiple electronic devices as federal prosecutors in New York worked to corroborate allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking from several of Diddy's accusers.
These operations are part of an ongoing investigation into serious allegations against the music mogul.
Music mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs has faced 4 different lawsuits in recent weeks alleging sexual assault and abuse, all of which he has denied.
The raids targeted Diddy's luxurious residences in Los Angeles and Miami, highlighting the severity of the federal scrutiny he is under. Despite the high-profile nature of these raids, it remains unclear if Diddy is the direct focus of the investigations, but from all speculations, he is. During one of the operations, video footage captured from a helicopter revealed several individuals, including Diddy's 2 sons, being handcuffed outside his property. Interestingly, Diddy also owns a home in Atlanta, Georgia, which has been sitting vacant for years and was not part of the raids. In the wake of the raids, there has been much speculation regarding Diddy's whereabouts. His private jet, a Gulfstream Aerospace GVSP registered to Love Air LLC, was notably absent from online flight tracking platforms following the raids. However, TMZ reported the jet was spotted in Antigua around the time news of the raids broke, though Diddy was not on board. Diddy made his first public appearance after the raids at a golf club in Miami with his twin daughters. Diddy faces a series of sexual assault allegations, including accusations from music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who filed a lawsuit alleging repeated unsolicited groping and sexual encounters arranged by Diddy. Another lawsuit from December claims Diddy was involved in a sex trafficking scheme, alleging he and 2 associates gang raped a 17-year-old girl in 2003. Various individuals in the media have also shared negative experiences with Diddy, further compounding the scrutiny on him. Despite these serious allegations, Diddy has not been charged with a crime and has vehemently denied all accusations against him. In addition to these allegations, a lawsuit with R&B singer Cassie, settled in November, accused Diddy of trafficking, raping, and beating her over a decade. Cassie described being drawn into Diddy's ostentatious, fast-paced, and drug-fueled lifestyle shortly after they met, marking a long and troubling pattern of abuse, The Independent. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the rap music industry, Lil Rod Jones has filed a lawsuit against music mogul Diddy. This legal action stems from allegations of copyright infringement, breach of contract, and financial mismanagement, raising questions about artist rights and industry practices. As the legal battle unfolds, the implications for both artists and the wider music industry are under intense scrutiny. Lil Rod Jones, an emerging force in rap with a rapidly growing fan base, and Diddy, a veteran with decades of influence, have had a complex relationship. Once seen as potential collaborators, the duo's dynamic took a sharp turn, leading to this legal showdown. Their journey from mutual respect to legal adversaries encapsulates the often volatile nature of the music business, where disputes over creative ownership and financial arrangements are not uncommon. At the heart of Jones's lawsuit is the accusation that Diddy exploited his position to unlawfully profit from Jones's work without fair compensation or credit. Specifically, Jones alleges that Diddy, through his record label, misappropriated beats, lyrics, and melodies from Jones's unreleased tracks, integrating them into chart-topping songs without acknowledgement or financial recompense. Legal experts point to the complexity of copyright law in the music industry, emphasizing the difficulty of proving such allegations. However, Jones's legal team has presented compelling evidence, including studio recordings, emails, and witness testimonies to support their claim. One controversial aspect of the lawsuit is the alleged breach of a verbal agreement between Jones and Diddy, where the latter reportedly promised extensive promotion and creative freedom in exchange for exclusivity. Jones argues that not only were these promises unfulfilled, but Diddy's actions directly stifled his career growth. Diddy's legal defense counters that the disputed material was not unique and that Jones's claims are overreaching. reaching, suggesting that the elements in question fall under the umbrella of common musical components not subject to copyright protection. Furthermore, they argue that any similarities between works are coincidental, a stance that has drawn skepticism from some legal analysts. The compensation sought by Jones is substantial, aiming not only for financial damages, but also for a reevaluation of royalties, rights, and acknowledgments on all affected works. The case has ignited a debate within the legal community about the balance between protecting artists' rights and fostering creative collaboration. In a deeply concerning turn of events, the lawsuit also encompasses allegations of personal misconduct by Diddy, as claimed by Lil Rod Jones. According to legal documents, Jones has accused Diddy of sexual abuse, an allegation that has not only shocked fans and industry insiders, but also brought to light the need for a serious conversation about personal boundaries, consent, and the power dynamics within the music industry.
In a 79-page lawsuit filed by a music producer who claims to have worked with and lived with Sean Combs for a period of time, alleges there were underage girls, hidden cameras, and sexual harassment at his home, all of which Combs denies.
While these allegations form a part of the legal battle between Lil Rod Jones and Diddy, it is crucial to note that they are allegations at this stage. The legal process is designed to ascertain the truth, ensuring that all parties' rights are protected until a fair judgment is reached. Both the accuser and the accused are entitled to a presumption of innocence until proven otherwise. Diddy's representatives have categorically denied these allegations, stating their intention to vigorously defend against them in court. They have also emphasized Diddy's long-standing commitment to ethical conduct in his personal and professional relationships. Jones alleged that during their time together, Combs engaged in behavior that was not only unprofessional, but also criminal. The accusations were explicit and detailed, claiming that Combs forcibly touched and attempted or threatened to touch Jones's intimate areas. Furthermore, Jones accused Combs of using his own intimate body parts in an unauthorized manner against him. The lawsuit did not stop at allegations of sexual assault. It also described a broader pattern of illegal activities, including a sex trafficking venture that Jones claimed involved Combs and his associates. Among those implicated were Combs' 30-year-old son, Justin Dior Combs, his chief of staff, and Combs Global Enterprises. Jones's narrative extended to describe a work environment rife with the acquisition, use, and distribution of illegal substances, the provision of laced alcoholic beverages to minors and sex workers, and instances of sexual harassment and assault by other individuals, including the actor Cuba Gooding Jr., within the circle of Combs' influence. The lawsuit sought to back these claims with what Jones described as irrefutable evidence, including hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings that allegedly captured these illegal activities. Jones was seeking $30 million in compensation for his ordeal and the unpaid labor he claimed to have endured for 13 months, amounting to thousands of hours of work. In the wake of the explosive allegations made by Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr., Sean Diddy Combs and his legal team were quick to mount a vigorous defense. Attorney Sean Holley, representing Combs, issued a statement vehemently denying the accusations. Holley branded Jones as a liar, seeking a substantial financial windfall through a $30 million lawsuit that they described as a shameless and reckless attempt to exploit Combs' fame for personal gain. The defense asserted that they possessed overwhelming and indisputable proof that Jones's claims were fabrications, complete lies concocted to generate sensational headlines. Despite their efforts to communicate this evidence to Jones's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, they claimed their attempts were met with silence, as Blackburn allegedly refused to return their calls. Combs' legal team expressed their intention to address these allegations in court and to take all appropriate actions against those who propagated them. The lawsuit against Combs did not exist in isolation. It emerged amidst a backdrop of multiple other legal challenges the mogul was facing. An anonymous accuser had previously alleged that Combs and his associates had raped her when she was 17 years old. In another case, his ex-girlfriend, the singer Cassie, accused Combs of rape, sex trafficking, and physical abuse. Cassandra Ventura, known professionally as Cassie, took legal action against Sean Diddy Combs in November, according to reports first made by the New York Times. The lawsuit brought forth allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking against Combs. Ventura's complaint details a harrowing narrative of mistreatment that began not long after their first encounter in 2005, when Ventura was just 19 years old. She described enduring physical assaults from Combs, including an incident where he kicked her in the face, and stated that in 2018 he raped her. Additionally, Ventura accused Combs of forcing her to engage in sexual acts with sex workers across various cities for his voyeuristic pleasure.
What did Cassie tell you about these freak-offs?
You know, that he would hire these, like, sex workers and, like, they would have, you know, sex with her or whatever, and he would watch and tell them what to do.
She claimed he also maintained possession of photographs and videos, despite her attempts to erase them. Friends of Cassie spoke up concerning the years of abuse and what their friend had to go through under the mogul.
She told me the only time he was willing to do anything or work on her music, go through any plans, any of that, was when she had a freak off. So all of our music, all my work, to find out that like I spent all these years writing these songs for him to rape my friend to, like, is just disgusting.
The lawsuit also highlights how Combs, leveraging his influence and financial power, coerced Ventura into silence, with threats aimed at harming her music career from him and his team. A notable allegation includes Combs threatening to detonate Kid Cudi's vehicle due to Ventura's relationship with Cudi, a claim substantiated by a spokesperson for Kid Cudi, who confirmed the incident of the car explosion to the Times. Combs, through his attorney Ben Brafman, countered the allegations, claiming Ventura attempted to extort him for $30 million, threatening to publish a defamatory book about their relationship if he did not pay. Brafman characterized the lawsuit as a continuation of Ventura's extortion efforts, filled with baseless and outrageous lies intended to defame Combs and secure a financial settlement. On the other side, Ventura's attorney, Douglas Wigdor, argued that Combs had attempted to buy Ventura's silence, an offer she refused. The lawsuit concluded swiftly, with a settlement reached in less than a day, the terms of which were not disclosed. Ventura expressed her decision to settle as a move to conclude the matter amicably under her terms. Her public revelation and legal action against Combs have since encouraged others to come forward with their own experiences of abuse and assault, signaling a broader impact beyond the initial lawsuit. Although Combs and Cassie settled for an undisclosed amount a day after the lawsuit was filed, the pattern of allegations was becoming increasingly difficult for the public and the industry to ignore. If you enjoyed this video, click on one of the cards on your screen for more videos like this.